These past 48 hours have seen the resignation of Piers Morgan, one of Britain's most prolific TV commentators. It will be a divisive thing that lots of people will be on either side of, opposing, wanting to celebrate and thinking it's just not what should have happened, but look at it logically, I suppose. We have a man who has spent a few decades with a huge platform, with a huge platform with his opinions. That's the word. That he has governed to sort of protect the arch-conservative view he holds. That certain change is unnecessary, and he pictures himself as this sort of I come out and stand against the unnecessary deviations from norm. People who do certain things to him unnecessarily should be called out, like, why are you doing that? As nonsense. You're making these claims and they're not true. But some of those distillations are just whack. The event that has happened is the whole Meghan Markle thing, which is definitely not the reason, but it's the cherry on top that he's kind of bucked out of there. I think largely the issue is the whole dismissing and refusing to believe the claims of deteriorating mental health of Meghan Markle, which is just a seedy cock move. He's one of those people who needs to be controversial to remain popular. That's his entire career arc. So that's part of that. But this one has gone a little too far. Maybe you can dislike Meghan Markle. Sure you can. But to come out and be like, she said she's not suicidal, that's a lie. It's like, chances are she's not going to be most affected by that. But given he's one of the hugest commentators with one of the biggest British TV shows, a lot of people with sort of that suicidal ideologies and stuff are going to feel dismissed by what one of the biggest voices have said. And people retweeting and repeating this. Meghan Markle isn't going to hear them, but their friends who have experienced the same are gonna. And another thing is he's so weirdly obsessed. And if you look back to 2018, not that long ago, he was very bitter over the fact that she didn't want to go out with him, which is very odd. And if that has stemmed this entire fucking tirade of abuse from him, I don't even know. That makes it a whole lot worse, and it seems to be leaning that way. And also, Jamil Jal, she came out and said that the same thing had happened. The constant abuse that he seems to pick brutally on people and houndingly on people out of, because he's from that era of like 90s British tabloids where he would do anything for a story without any sense of moral value or responsibility, and he really does ruin the lives of people just because he disagrees with them. And it is quite evident that he is not going the greatest way about this. And also to be that sort of, the modern populace are snowflakes, and then end your career by standing up and storming off because another man has stood up to protect something you disagree with and someone you disagree with. That's more snowflake behaviour than, putting vegan sausage rolls on sale, which I remember pissed him off quite a bit, which I don't know, no one was making him eat them. But he is just... Everyone must say, well, this is a voice that needs to be protected. We have freedom of speech. Yes, freedom of speech, it does not exemplify you from consequence. If someone has the freedom of speech to yell and to bully and to brutally, publicly fucking eviscerate the claims of someone else, but nothing stands by them, you still have to face the consequence. And he's quit. He was not fired, and people will say, well, he's probably given the option to quit, or he would be fired, and he's just done it on his own terms. But that's just a cowardly thing. If he's so staunch by his values and by his motto of "I am the actual oppressed voice," this arch conservative voice is being slowly oppressed by the changing of a liberal society, would he not stand by that and allow himself to be fired before just backing out for a pension? Like, it's just seedy, and you can tell the man is just doing it to stay in the limelight and make another few racks. But yes, I'm not particularly fussed about seeing him go. I really don't care, and I think it's a voice that adds literally nothing to the discussion, if not just makes white old men feel spoken for when in the past have they not been spoken for. Peace out, Piers, I guess.